Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, for today's build I have for you Quan Guan, the Flakpanzer1, which is an odd little beast, and I'll get into more of that later. But at the moment we will do the usual format, 60-second speed build, some pics, and then we'll get into the review. So let's crack on and build. Welcome back. Right, so this little Flakpanzer1. Instructions first of all. Instructions aren't too bad. There's one or two areas in there that are not overly clear, but if you've done a few of their models before, shouldn't have any problems. It's adequate at best, no extra information or anything like that. So yeah, it is fairly bog standard sort of stuff. Now, unfortunately, there were a few bits and pieces missing, particularly on the turret, if you want to call it that. The anti-aircraft emplacement perhaps might be better, more accurate, but we'll go with turret for the time being. Yeah, there's some flat 1x1 plates that L-shaped. They've got the stud on the side. I was missing a couple of those, and therefore there were some extra sort of details that I couldn't get on, which was a bit of a shame. Also, the fitting isn't great. This rather colourful exhaust at the back here, there was just no way that it was fitting onto the particular brick that it is supposed to. So it is there, and that's about as best as I can do with it. And overall, this is a bit of an odd beast, because I've done a fair few Quan models, and you sort of get to know what to expect from them, what they're good at, what they're not, all that type of thing. And this is just a little odd, because it's quite unlike them. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, you've got these things on the side here. Oh, and nothing was warped, and nothing was discoloured on the bricks. So you've got these things on the side, but they're only held on by this one brick, so you can spin this around, and what tends to happen, of course, is that it tends to drop a little towards the track. So they're supposed to be parallel to the ground, but they won't stay there, which is, yeah, quite bizarre. The other thing that's a little bizarre is that the turret doesn't really want to move. It's and this is a complaint I've seen from other people that have made this, and yes, it comes off very easy. Now, yet another thing that is very odd for Quan, who are usually fairly solid on their builds. They can occasionally have issues with the angled bits on the front and the upper and lower glacis, like a lot of manufacturers, but this, in this particular case, this is quite strong. That's pressing down quite hard on that. What is weird is, and of course it probably won't, right, we'll leave that bit off because, you know, is this the way that the this is actually sort of put together. I'm just going to take off the bolt croppers there. Because this whole platform that forms the top of the body is only held on by these two studs. So it does come loose. Oh, no, obviously it didn't then. But it does come loose very, very easily, which is infuriating, especially when you get towards the end of the build and you're trying to get the turret in position, which in itself is incredibly fragile. It's really, really, yeah, odd. It's like nothing that they've done before. And I don't know why, because there's plenty of places there for this to have extra studs to mount the whole thing onto it. I just don't quite understand the logic behind it. The turret itself is just incredibly fragile as well. There are a lot of bits on here. There should be more bits, obviously, as I say, there were a few bits missing. But there are a lot of bits on here that are held on by one stud and then have other bits bleeding off of them. So you might have one block and then you've got 2 or 3 bits and pieces coming off of that, but it's all held onto the turret by one block, one stud itself, which, yeah, not one of their best models. In fact, this is probably the worst Quan model I've done for a long time. It's nice that you've got the decals on the side are actually printed onto the bricks. They're not stickers or anything that you put on yourself. A couple on the back there. But it is a very, very odd. Oh, let's come off as well. It's just a very oddly designed tank, and very, very un-Quan-like. So yeah, I'm not overly impressed with this. Now it does come with 3 minifigures, which I haven't done. I ran out of time, unfortunately, before I needed to do this video, and does come with a little that's spun round. Does come with a little ammunition trailer to be towed at the back, which, I don't know, to me this is very much a diorama sort of model. It's nice that they're doing something different, something a bit obscure. As long-time viewers know, I do like that. It's not, I don't want it just to be T-34s and Panthers and Tigers and Abrahams and that type of stuff. You want to see something a little bit different, and so I applaud them for that, but I don't applaud them for the way they've done this. It's a very un-Quan-like way of doing a model, and yeah, I'm not sure I can recommend this, to be honest with you. I've also heard from other people that have done this and that they've also not been impressed with it either. Now, its one saving grace is that it was, how much was this? Landed to the UK, this cost me £10 and 6p. So whatever that works out to be in your particular currency, I don't know, but it's certainly in the pocket money range of prices, but without some serious doctoring, yeah, I don't think I can recommend this one, I'm afraid, which is a shame. But there we go, that's the way it goes sometimes. Well, hopefully you've liked this video. If you have, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you again. You take care. Bye bye.